Archaeologists in Iraq find ancient wine press and carvings. The carvings are from 2700 years ago. They show gods, kings, and sacred animals. Archaeologists in Iraq revealed their discovery of a large scale wine factory from the rule of the Assyrian kings 2700 years ago, along with the stunning monumental rock carved royal reliefs. The stone based reliefs showing kings praying to the gods were cut into the walls of a nearly 9-kilometer long irrigation canal at Faida in northern Iraq. The carvings, 12 panels measuring 5 meters wide and 2 meters tall, show gods, kings, and sacred animals. They date from the reigns of Sargon II and his son Sennacherib. There are other places with rock reliefs in Iraq, especially in Kurdistan, but none of them are so huge and monumental as this one. The scene represents the Assyrian king praying in front of the Assyrian gods. Noting that the 7 key gods are all seen, including Ishtar, the goddess of love and war, who is depicted on top of a lion. There also lies an ancient propaganda scene. The irrigation canal was cut into limestone to carry water from the hills to the fields of farmers. The carvings were made to remind people of the king who ordered the construction of an irrigation canal. It was not only a religious scene of prayer, it was also political, a sort of propaganda scene. The king in this way wanted to show to the people living in the area that he was the one who had created these massive irrigation systems. So, the people should remember this and remain loyal. At Khinnis, also near Dohuk, the team unearthed giant stone basins cut into white rock that were used in commercial winemaking during the reign of Sennacherib in the late 8th or early 7th century before Christ. It was a kind of industrial wine factory. This was the first such discovery in Iraq. The archaeologists have found 14 installations that were used to press the grapes and extract the juice, which was then processed into wine. Some of the most famous carvings that have survived from the Assyrian period are the mythical winged bulls, with example of the monumental reliefs seen in the Iraq Museum in Baghdad, as well as the Louvre in Paris and the British Museum in London. Iraq was the birthplace of some of the world's earliest cities. As well as Assyrians, it was once home to Sumerians and Babylonians and to among humankind's first examples of writing. Archaeologists in Iraq also discovered stone-cut pits used to press the grapes and extract the juice, which was then processed into wine. But it is also now a location for smugglers of ancient artifacts. Looters decimated the country's ancient past, including after the 2003 US-led invasion. Then, from 2014 and 2017, the Islamic State group demolished dozens of pre-Islamic treasures with bulldozers, pickaxes, and explosives. They also used smuggling to finance their operations. However, some countries are slowly returning stolen items. Earlier this year, the United States returned about 17,000 artifacts to Iraq, pieces that mostly dated from the Sumerian period around 4,000 years ago. Last month, a 3,500-old tablet recounting the Epic of Gilgamesh was returned to Iraq after being stolen 3 decades ago and illegally imported to the US.